Good evening and thanks for joining us. Tonight, I'm Dennis House.
And I'm Lisa Carberg. We begin with wrong-way crashes in Connecticut. The number of deaths in recent years is nothing short of astounding. Why do they keep happening?
Yeah, the state's trying to save lives one off-ramp at a time. News 8 investigative reporter Jeff Derderian joins us now with what he has uncovered when it comes to fatal distraction. Jeff?
Dennis, Lisa, no doubt you've heard about a lot of these crashes that have been happening. Some of them are just horrific, involving high speed and often head-on collisions. We've covered many of them, but right now we're going to go beyond the headlines. Connecticut DOT telling us they're trying to get new safety systems installed as quick as they can. The rippling effects of these crashes on families is just devastating. And tonight we hear from someone who's never spoken publicly before about his work that has turned into a labor of love.
They are the most unforgivable kind of crashes. Survivors are rare, too rare. We're talking about wrong-way crashes in Connecticut. Drivers going the opposite way on off-ramps. And what's being done to stop them? In 2022, according to Connecticut DOT, skyrocketing numbers, one of the worst in recent years. 13 wrong-way crashes, 23 people died.
What we're doing is bigger than just, we're putting some lights and, an alert system on a ramp.
Britton Wilson, he's just so proud of the work he does. It's more than a paycheck. You'll see why. Britain's trying to stop the hurt. Last month, more wrong-way wreckage, I-95 South in Branford. October 2023, another one taking us to I-84 in Farmington. You get the idea. In fact, for all of 2023, DOT says 7 people lost their life in 5 wrong-way crashes.
Look for the signs. Be sure you're going the right way.
The DOT trying to educate you about the dangers of not paying attention. And they tell us in almost every wrong-way crash, the driver impaired by alcohol. But there's a plan underway right now to alert you. High-tech equipment being installed on ramps. A few days ago, News 8 in New London has one of these fancy warning systems being installed, tested, triple-checked, because yes, lives are at stake.
We have the red wrong-way signs on all of our ramps, but this new technology, those red signs are actually outfitted with red LED lights, and the white letters that say wrong way are actually back illuminated to make them a little bit more visible.
Come this way, we're at one of the locations that has the special technology. If you were going this way, up the off-ramp, there's a trigger inside a camera that goes off. It notifies DOT. Also, state police are alerted. They then scramble a trooper and try and get to you as soon as possible.
And Prospect Street?
We were given a rare, behind-the-scenes look at the DOT Transportation Control Center. Normally, no cameras are allowed here. This is the heartbeat of traffic, accidents, road conditions. Someone is always watching, listening 24 hours a day. And if you go the wrong way, that emergency notification on the new wrong-way technology, it comes right here. Here's a look at the wrong-way work going on. More than 200 ramps targeted. 27 currently have wrong-way systems. DOT hopes to do another 90 by the end of the year, bringing the total to more than 100 ramps by the end of 2024.
Are you happy with the progress? Do you wish it was faster? What do you think?
We certainly wish it was faster.
Sergeant Christine Geltima with the Connecticut State Police says if you see someone going the wrong way, call 911 immediately. And if you find yourself going the wrong way,
pull over to a safe location as soon as possible, as soon as they realize that. And when it's safe to do so, get their vehicle in a position where they're traveling the correct way.
The Connecticut Transportation Institute, part of the UConn School of Engineering, partners with the Connecticut DOT. They analyze transportation trends, do crash evaluations, and test new advancements on how to save drivers. Wrong-way accidents, it's a focus of their work. And there's this painful reality, no matter how bright the lights are, warning people, if you drink and drive.
Even those drivers that see those flashing beacons or are alerted, those that are heavily intoxicated, it doesn't stop them. They keep driving. They'll drive head-on into a police cruiser with flashing lights.
Check this out. Looks like a weather map, right? It's from the Transportation Institute. Data from 2015 to now. The red areas have seen the most crashes. Hartford, Waterbury, New Haven, Bridgeport. Watch this compelling video. Perhaps someone being saved right before your eyes. The driver sees the warnings. The system, it works. Turns around in time. Back on the highway in New London, this is where Britton is working on the wrong way warning systems. He's an electrician, wiring what he hopes is saving a life.
We were 11 months apart, so we were always super close. You know, we did everything together. We went to school together. We played sports together.
Britton's on the left, his brother Terrell on the right. Later in life, Terrell went into local politics. Then, on April 17th, 2016, Britton and his whole family told there had been some kind of an accident involving a Terrell Wilson. Britton praying they didn't mean his big brother.
Back in 2016, there was an accident. My brother was coming home early morning hours and was struck by a wrong-way driver down in Milford on 95. He didn't die immediately. He actually died about a month later in the hospital from his injuries.
Do you talk to him when you're out on the job by yourself, in your private moments, just working? Do you kind of, maybe in your own mind?
I have a quick prayer. I talk to my brother, I talk to God, and I make sure that they understand what we're about to do.
Now you know why this work is so personal, so much a part of Britton's soul. Every time a new system goes up, there's a phone call, a ritual, without fail, between a son and his mom.
I can call her and say, hey, we got another ramp up, or, you know, we have another location where we stopped the wrong way accident, and just to see the joy and kind of make her happy.
If you could talk to Terrell right now, what would you want to say to him?
I would honestly just, you know, give him a hug, and, you know, everything I do is to essentially make him proud of what his little brother has become.
Pretty powerful story right there. So far this year, 3 people have died in wrong-way crashes. The cost of the program is about $50 million from both federal highway dollars and state money. Britton, who you just saw in our story, says it's money well spent. He just wishes his brother was here to see all the good that he is doing, trying to save as many people as he can.
Yeah, Britton's story, powerful indeed, as you mentioned. How did he get involved?
So the DOT just came to him randomly. He jumped at the chance to be part of the program, and he said he really can't wait until he doesn't have to call his mother anymore, because that means that all the systems are up, they're all working, and potentially they're saving more people.
Well, you're going to help a lot of people with this report, and I know
Hopefully
a lot of us will be thinking about it as we drive home tonight. So
I have goosebumps.
Yeah.
That was really great, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. And if you have a story you want us to investigate, email us at investigate@WTNH.com, and Jeff will get on the case.